Good.
We start with a comment there, Coach.
Okay.
Please.
Well, as I told the guys in the huddle after the game, we never want to be disappointed in a win. And I know we all had high expectations for this game, and part of it is probably my fault as a coach, preaching all week the importance of some of our backups being alignment assignment sound and having great intensity when they got in there so we could finish this thing off in the right way. And we didn't necessarily get to a situation where a lot of our backups played a lot of football. And I think that was disappointing for us as coaches, disappointing for those frontline guys that we didn't get the job done early enough to get those guys in. And certainly disappointing for some of our second string, third string guys that didn't get in the game. But I don't want that to take away from a great effort by our defense to get a shutout victory, a great effort by our offense in the second half to put more points on the board and distance that game. And bottom line is we finished the week 1-0, which is our goal. Sometimes they happen a little uglier than others. And we'll keep improving as we watch this film and improve on our technique and our schemes and our play. And hopefully come out and play better next week.
Coach, it seemed like at least through 3 quarters, fairly conservative attack. I think it was 40 rushes, 13 passes. Was that the game plan today, or was it the conditions, or was there anything?
Some of it was the wind affecting some of the throws that we maybe planned through our game plan to make. We didn't necessarily have the right conditions to make some of those downfield throws, which is something that's hurt Moorhead. Through the first 3 weeks, they gave up a lot of big plays over the top, and some of the conditions limited our opportunities to do that. We still have to get better at executing as well. I mean, you can see some of the opportunities that we had to throw the ball down the field. We're not doing a great job pitching and catching right now. So, we knew we could run some inside zone. We could run some things off the perimeter on the weak side, and I think those things were successful. If we can balance that with a little bit better passing attack, I'm going to be very happy.
Coach, you was commenting on the wind a couple times. Deep in their territory, settled for 4th down attempts instead of going for a field goal. What did you feel of Sam's range going into the wind?
I really rely on the opinions of some of the coaches in the box, and then certainly Coach Mike Cunningham, who's out there in pregame watching those kickers fairly closely to make sure we know what our range is. I don't know if I had an exact idea of what the yardage was where we pulled the trigger and kicked that field goal. Some of it is a feel thing if we felt like we could convert those 4th downs, and some of it is, we want to make sure that we're not putting Sam in a difficult position where he's trying to drive the ball and we're creating a low kick and creating a block opportunity as well.
Can you just evaluate your Mitch's first start?
Yeah, it's a tough situation for Mitch is that he comes into a game last week where there's nothing to lose. We're behind when he gets in the ball game, and I think he'd probably tell you he was a little more relaxed last week than maybe he was this week. I thought he played a little tight early on, and I've got to do a better job building his confidence. He hits a pass early on to Adam Thielen, and we end up dropping the pass, and Adam gets hurt on the play, and I don't know if he threw the ball with confidence after that for a little bit. We missed some throws that he normally doesn't miss. So as I told him as he came off the field in that last play after he came back from a not very good throw on a naked pass down at the goal line, he comes back and responds to get a touchdown to finish the game. I think that's a valuable growing experience for freshmen, first-time starters, that you have to move on from a mistake, and the next play is always the most important play. And there's no doubt he'll grow from this experience. You saw that Mitch can run the ball. I think he's got great command of our offense, and I think he can throw the ball a lot better than maybe he showed today. And we'll work very hard to make sure that we're putting him in the right situation to do that next week.
Mitch, you want to talk about what you thought of your performance today?
Well, I need to play better next week than I did this week for sure. I thought the offensive line did a great job for me, protecting me all game. I don't think I got sacked one time. Wasn't even pressured at all, so I just need to do better of completing the passes I know I can complete.
And you had the big fumble on your first drive. Talk about your, emotional depth, but then I noticed on the second drive, your coaches weren't afraid to give you the ball again. Like, how much confidence does that give you when they see you fumble, but they give you the ball right away?
Well, it definitely helps having coaches that have confidence in you. That's the biggest thing. As a player, to know that they're willing to still give you the ball after a big fumble like that. I know I wish I could have that back. I know normally I wouldn't do that, so I just got to be more careful and not take anything for granted really. So.
And you probably wanted the ball right away, aren't you?
Oh yeah. I want to get back out there and prove that that's a one-time deal and isn't going to happen again. So it's great to have coaches with confidence.
Mitch, did it help you at all to have a good fourth quarter though? In 2-3 quarters, the numbers were pretty good, but at least in the fourth quarter, you hit a few passes, and did that help at all?
Yeah, it helped me forget about the first 3 quarters quite a bit. I felt pretty good coming off the field after that last one, so it helped out a lot.
Chris, obviously a lot was expected out of this defense, but are you even maybe a little bit surprised at just how dominant you guys have been through 4 games?
No, not at all. Guys really stepped up this summer, worked hard, worked out together, got that bond, and we just kind of hit fall camp running and haven't stopped since. So I feel like we're playing fast, playing together, playing physical, and playing confident but not cocky. So I mean, everyone's doing their job. We have a couple big penalties today that got to us, but I felt like we shut them down and got after the passer and made them one-dimensional again. And I mean, that's just a big thing for our defense: shut down the run and get after the passer. So I feel like that's something we've been able to successfully do these 4 weeks, and it's just an expectation. We have our goals every week, and we had goals of less than 75 yards rushing. I think less than 100 yards rushing all 4 games, and I think Bemidji's the only one that got that. But we have confidence that we can do that, and it's when Coach K says those things, we have these numbers that we have to get, and no one thinks that that's out of reach. Like, we're all just confident in that we can get things done.
You're obviously going to have a few more tougher tests coming up now in the next 5-6 weeks, whatever it is.
Yeah.
You look forward to that challenge as well?
Yeah. Last week was definitely a lot of fun, shutting down a good offense and in their place, and we got a couple big road games down the road, so it always feels good going in and shutting up a team and just shutting them down. Definitely looking forward to the challenges.
Andy, you looking forward to getting some South Division games now, some of the bigger rivalries here?
Oh yeah, we're really excited about it. We obviously look forward to a good opponent each week. That's why we play. So we're a competitive team, and a good competitor is kind of what we play for. So we're excited to show what we can do and the talent that we have.
Aaron, what about homecoming next week? It's a pretty big matchup, of course, with Concordia coming to town.
Yeah, they've got an explosive offense, and I know we're going to face a great challenge in the passing game particularly. And I think 2 years ago, I think they came down to our homecoming, if I'm not mistaken, and beat us on this field. So it's always our goal to protect our house and play well at Blakesley. And I think our guys are looking forward to playing in front of an exciting atmosphere, big crowd, and all the excitement and enthusiasm that homecoming brings.
Anything else, guys?
Nope.
All right, thanks very much, guys.